Hey, everybody, we're going to talk about Social Security, particularly the upcoming cost of living adjustment announcement, or the COLA. It's expected to happen on October 15th, and I say expected to happen because it might not. We're going to dive into that in just a second. Before we do, please check out the link you see on your screen, fool.com/MattF. It is the best way to support this work I'm doing on YouTube. A lot of retirees leave a lot of money on the table in Social Security. We don't want that to happen to you. Check out that link again, fool.com/MattF. So let me go ahead and share my screen. We're going to dive right in because everyone wants to know when will we find out what the cost of living adjustment is going to be for 2026. So beneficiaries are expecting the 2026 announcement to take place on October 15th. However, that assumes the Bureau of Labor Statistics, or BLS, will release the September CPI, which is the Consumer Price Index or inflation report, on that date. Now, that's a pretty big assumption right now because the government is shut down, but we'll get to that in a second. A 2.7% cost of living adjustment is what's widely expected at this point. The cost of living adjustment is based on the third quarter inflation data, and we already have it for 2 of the 3 months in the third quarter. In July, it was 2.5%. In August, it was 2.8%. So unless we get a really big surprise one way or the other, the 2.7% prediction, and that's from the Senior Citizens League, it should be very, very close to the actual cost of living adjustment. If anything, it would be 0.1% in one direction or the other. So that's about what we expect. But the delay is inevitable at this point. The CPI data, it's released by the BLS, which is a government agency. The government is currently shut down for non-essential operations. And a release of inflation data is not considered an essential operation. So even if a deal was struck to reopen the government today, an on-time release would be very, very unlikely at this point because they have to get all the data together and prepare a report and all that kind of stuff. So just a couple of things to keep in mind. Even though the announcement might be delayed until the government reopens or a few days after the government reopens, Social Security payments will continue while the government's closed, even if the shutdown lasts for a while. That is considered one of those essential services provided by the government. So don't worry about your checks. They're still going to keep coming. The actual cost of living adjustment, which goes into effect with the payment you receive in January, should still happen. I say should because anything can happen, but the longest government shutdown we've ever had was just over a month. So even if this one sets a new record by a few days, there still should be plenty of time to get that BLS data out, announce the cost of living adjustment, and put it into effect in time for the new year. So keep that in mind. I know no one likes delays and uncertainty and things like that, but so the cost of living adjustment is still going to happen. It's just a matter of when we're going to find out what it actually will be. That depends on when the government reopens and how long it takes them to get the inflation report out there. But as soon as that September inflation data is out, you'll have the cost of living adjustment announcement almost instantly. So any questions you have, please feel free to leave on this video. I'll do my best to respond to any of them individually. I love talking about Social Security. I cover it often, so leave me whatever you want, and thanks for watching. Here's an interesting fact. Most retirees don't realize they could be missing out on almost $23,000 in extra Social Security benefits every single year. The truth is, Social Security has hidden strategies that could help you maximize your retirement income, but most people never take advantage of them. Luckily, our sponsor, The Motley Fool, has got you covered so you don't make that mistake. If you want to boost your benefits and retire with more confidence, go to fool.com/MattF right now to learn more about Motley Fool Stock Advisor.